What's going on, guys? Vince Dow here, back with another video, and oh boy, Netflix and Cuties. So you've probably already heard about this controversy, but in short, Netflix has decided to add this French movie called Cuties to their website. Now, Cuties is a disgusting pedophilic movie about this group of 11-year-old girls that discovers twerking and super hyper-sexualized dancing, and they basically form this sexual dance crew and just learn to become super duper sexualized at the age of 11 years old. Now, just from hearing that and from seeing some of the scenes in this movie, one would already automatically assume that everyone, no matter what side you're on, no matter where you're coming from, would come together and condemn this disgusting movie that is meant to appeal to pedophiles. But no, a lot of people have chose to just straight up defend this movie, many of them coming from the radical LGBT position of simply normalizing pedophilia. But you also have the more rational argument that the movie itself is actually meant to be a message against the sexualization of children, and the reason why it goes to such extremes is to show parents and to show society just how far this can go. And the movie itself is actually designed to be sort of a PSA and a wake-up call as to why this is bad. There's just a few problems with that argument. The number one problem is Netflix itself. If this is supposed to be designed to be this negative movie against the sexualization of children, that is not how Netflix has been advertising it. As a matter of fact, Netflix has been glorifying the sexualization of children and been using this movie to appeal to pedophiles. Now, I already made 2 Instagram videos explaining why this is, so I don't want to make the same arguments again, so instead I'm just going to play them and then we'll talk a little bit more about why this movie is so screwed up, okay? So I've heard this argument that the movie Cuties is actually a commentary against the sexualization of children, but here's the thing. After watching the trailer, I did not get that at all. You see, the trailer for the movie actually portrays the young girl as the protagonist and paints her, quote, conservative parents, as Netflix decided to deem them, as the bad guys. Like, the parents are painted as the oppressive antagonists of the movie. If the film is against the sexualization of children, then why would the young girl be painted as the hero of the movie and the parents who are against it be painted as the villains? If it were against the sexualization of children, then shouldn't the parents be the good guys? Now, granted, I haven't watched the movie for myself, so the movie storyline could be different from what the trailer is showing, but that's how the trailer paints the story. Now, that trailer was made by Netflix, so that's how Netflix chose to paint the movie. If that's not what the movie is actually about, that means Netflix chose to promote the movie as celebrating pedophilia, which makes Netflix even more disgusting. So here's the original poster for the movie Cuties, and here's the poster that Netflix made to promote the movie. Netflix is intentionally going out of their way to make the movie appeal to pedophiles. But some say, oh, but the movie is actually meant to be a message against the sexualization of children. Really? Because listen to Netflix's description of the movie. 11-year-old Amy starts to rebel against her conservative family's traditions when she becomes fascinated with the free-spirited dance crew. Free-spirited, rebel, conservative family. Just listen to those adjectives. Does that movie sound like it's against the sexualization of children? And these are conscious choices that Netflix made to promote the movie. So they intentionally hypersexualized the young girls, and they intentionally wrote the description to describe the dance crew as a free-spirited rebellion. So I'm sorry, no, there's no defense for what Netflix is doing here. Because not only are they showing this god-awful movie, but they're also going out of their way to make it appeal to pedophilia. So as you can see, Netflix's actions here are quite indefensible. Even if they were trying to post as a PSA and as a message against the sexualization of children, it's pretty clear that's not what they were trying to do, because if you just look at the advertising, look at the way they're trying to sell this movie, it becomes pretty freaking clear. No, this is clearly designed to appeal to pedophiles, to appease pedophiles. That poster literally just screams to a pedophile, click me, watch this movie. It is absolutely disgusting. Netflix has no defense for this, okay? It's just a disgusting act by a disgusting company. And currently, a lot of people are actually canceling their Netflix subscriptions. I actually never even had a Netflix to begin with, so that's whatever. But a lot of people are canceling their Netflix subscriptions over this disgusting display of pedophilia. But let's talk about the movie itself. Now, I will say that art does have a right to be provocative, okay? I understand the idea of using shock value to really get a good message across. Shock is showing how bad this other thing is to show how important it is to fight for this good thing, okay? I get that. Art can be provocative, but the actors were not grown-up 18-year-olds playing the role of 11-year-olds, no. the actors for this movie were actual children. And look at what the directors have had literal children do and have exposed these little girls to these concepts. Dude, like, no, this is child abuse. And I've heard supposedly it took them 6 months to do the auditions. So for 6 months, the directors and the people making this movie watched and had little girls perform these disgusting sexual dances in front of them. And that's the thing about this movie. It's the age of the actors. I could maybe understand what this movie's trying to do if they used actual 18-year-olds or people of consenting age and put them through this stuff. But look at how young these actors are. That is child abuse. The directors of this movie put those kids through child abuse. The parents that were perfectly okay with their 10, 11-year-old girls doing this, put them through child abuse. It is disgusting. Considering all the super hypersexual themes throughout this movie that the actors had to not only expose themselves to, but learn in detail, these young girls, these young kids had their innocence completely stripped away from them in such extreme, disgusting fashion. And the sad reality of all of it is they will probably never get it back. So just to destroy the last argument pertaining this movie, which is that it's actually meant to be against the sexualization of children. Okay, I get that you might want to make a movie that could have some pretty shocking and extreme scenes to get that message across, but you don't put 10, 11-year-old girls through that for the movie. That is child abuse, and I don't care if the parents consented to it or not. That is child abuse. So there you have it. It's just really a sad story of how disgusting story of how pedophilia is really being normalized into our society. I mean, here in California, they literally just passed a bill that seeks to decriminalize some aspects of pedophilia. Like, oh my God. Sane, rational people should really try to take our culture back. But anyways, that'll do it here for today. Sorry for not doing the live streaming of Trump's rallies this weekend like I said I would. I just got so busy. So I will try to do those watch parties at some other point. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe to this video. Also, I'm back on TikTok, okay? I know I'm back on that stupid commie app, but I'm now part of the Republican Hype House, so we're making some big moves on TikTok. So be sure to go follow my new TikTok. Link will be in the description to that, and on Instagram, Twitter, all those other places as well. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, remember, alpha moves only. All right, peace out.